Hey everybody, this is Jackson in Haskell. This is video 239 out of 250. At 240, everyone knows I'm going to do a countdown video, so that was the last one. This is Michael Webb. I've tried to do it multiple times with him, but every other time it didn't work somehow. How are you today?
I'm alright.
That's cool.
I woke up about 30 minutes ago.
Okay.
So I'm a little sleepy, but
yeah.
Other than that, I'm good.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
How was your... Because spring break just happened, people don't know. A week and a half for most people. How was your spring break?
It was pretty good. I stayed on campus for about half of it, because I lead worship at my church here in Massachusetts.
Really?
And I live in New Hampshire, so
That's
I
cool.
didn't want to have to drive to Charlestown, Mass. from my house, so I got on-campus housing.
That's awesome.
For the first weekend and the second weekend, and I just
So that means
just shortened my spring break.
You came back earlier, right?
Yes.
At least you had time to relax with your family too. So
Yeah, that was nice.
thanks. What part of New Hampshire are you from?
I'm from Concord. It's like central, southern New
That's
Hampshire.
the capital of New Hampshire too.
Yep.
That's cool.
Yep.
What made you want to choose sport, and was there anything in particular?
I'm a music education major, but I also want to be a worship leader. When I grow up.
Really?
When I graduate. And Gordon had, a lot of things going for it. In that sense, it has the strong, intentional Christian community. It has a really, really good music department. And just, the academics are good,
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And I guess it worked out, because, I've been getting by in the music program, and then I found a church, at the church fair that Gordon put on, and I ended up getting a job there leading worship within a couple months. So that's really cool.
Is it a paid position or?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
What kind of denomination is the church?
So First Church in Charlestown historically was a congregational church.
Okay.
It's actually the oldest church in, I want to say, New England. They founded in 1629. And historically they've been a congregational church.
Really?
But the church's numbers dwindled significantly over the past 20 or 30 years. And then, new administration took over maybe about 10 years ago, and they were part of the United Church of Christ. And then the current administration came in, and I'm not really sure what we are. Our pastor has a Southern Baptist background, but he has some more Reformed beliefs as well. Basically, I would consider the church non-denominational at this point.
That's cool.
Yeah.
There's a lot of non-denominational. Most of the churches around here, most churches in Gordon people are mostly non-denominational. What made you choose First Church of Charlestown?
So I went to the church fair, something like 3 weeks into school, and I went around and I talked to a bunch of the people that had booths set up, and it was nice. There were a couple churches that I liked, and then I got to the very last church. And it was this little booth they had basically packed up, because it was right at the end of the church fair.
Yeah.
And it was First Church in Charlestown. And I started talking to a guy, and he said, we're a church that is in a high need, high risk area for a lot of people. There's a huge opiate epidemic in Charlestown.
What kind of epidemic?
And opiate.
Okay.
Heroin
It's happening
use.
it's happening everywhere in Massachusetts.
Yeah.
So it's tough.
And Charlestown has the largest projects in, I think, New England.
What kind of projects?
Like low income housing.
Oh, okay. Soccer here.
Yeah.
Right there.
And then there's just a really strong need for a big church presence in Charlestown. And First Church, when I started going, we had a congregation of 8.
Really?
Yeah. The building itself, it's a beautiful building. It holds about, maybe 200 people.
Okay.
Not including the balcony, which I don't know if they're going to renovate it or not. There's a lot of work that's in the process of being done to the place. Because it's just, a couple years ago, when the church was really small, like when it had dwindled a lot, there was a lot of, vandalism done to the church. People threw rocks through the big windows in the sanctuary. It's just a real shame. So they're in the process of restoring the church. And anyways, where was I? I was answering your question.
Oh, you're talking about the opioid.
Oh yeah, what made me choose the church? Yeah, and so he was telling me, this is a church that we want to see grown back up to what it used to be.
What was it used to be?
It used to be the biggest church in Charlestown.
Really?
It was the largest Protestant church in the area. The only other large major church to my knowledge was the Catholic church nearby. And that makes a lot of sense because, there was that, division between Protestants and Catholics back in the day. And yeah, so the guy was telling me about all this. This good guy, his name's Josh. And I really felt like this was the church that God wanted me to go to. So I was like, okay, I wanna come to your church. I want to help.
That's awesome.
And then, yeah.
How many people are at the church now? Has it grown?
Oh yeah, it's grown. It's grown a pretty good amount. We've gone from 8 normally, including 8. No, 8 not including like the pastor and his family.
Okay.
To, I think the best we had recently was 45.
Wow, that's good.
Yeah, and we sent out a mass mailing for our Easter service, and 10,000 people in the Charlestown area got these little flyers that said, "Come to First Church in Charlestown for Easter." And so, statistically speaking, there's a 1 to 2% return, I'm pretty sure.
That's still good.
On mass mailings. So 1 to 2% of 10,000 people is still going to pack the building. Yeah. And we're hoping that we can reach some of the people that wouldn't normally come to church, and they might be like, "Hey, there's a church that we should go to for Easter and just check it out." And then, yeah.
That's cool. Sorry. Well, never mind. What are you doing for Easter?
What am I doing for Easter?
You gonna be there helping there? Easter
yeah.
is 4 days.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna go home for Easter break. Because I have to lead. I'm leading worship at the Easter service because I'm the worship leader. Yeah. And I may end up spending the rest of Easter with my girlfriend Kaylee's family, so that's gonna be nice.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Getting back to school thing. Sorry. Are you part of any clubs? Anything?
As a music education major, my schedule is so packed that I don't have time to be in clubs.
Or councils.
Or councils, yeah.
I thought you were part of the music council or something.
Oh, that's right. I'm on the student music council, which is pretty nifty. We plan events for the music department. and we coordinate with the faculty, Dr. Kwok, the department head, to sort of create a stronger sense of community in the music department. Okay. So that's cool.
That's cool.
I don't think I do anything else.
Okay.
Because I have a lot of classes and I have a lot of ensemble requirements.
It's hard.
Yeah.
What hall do you want to live in next year and why? Is there any you're deciding because it's slowly coming up?
Well, I like Lewis.
Lewis has a great community.
I like Chase, but Chase is expensive. I'm not sure. I haven't really figured out my housing arrangements for next year.
Do you want to live near middle of campus? That's where
yeah.
It just makes it easier.
Yeah, just the centralized location. I just, like Chase, Lewis, maybe Wilson. One of those.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool. So, a couple days ago, people submitted me questions. I forget their names, so I'm just going to ask them. If that's okay.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so, what kind of movies do you like? That's...
I like... I don't watch movies very often, honestly. I'm a very boring individual. What's your favorite, Jackson?
I have two. The Avengers Marvel series. I always like Marvel.
Okay.
Actually, 3 DC series, like Batman's movies.
Ooh.
And
Wait. Which Batman movies are we talking about?
The Christopher Nolan's.
Okay.
I don't like the 80s
the campy,
80s, 90s ones.
Arnold Schwarzenegger's Mr. Freeze Batman.
No, I don't like
What killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age. Blah. No.
I remember something else. Oh my god. Jurassic Park series. Especially Jurassic World.
Yeah, Jurassic Park. Those are good.
I did like the 2 sequels to Jurassic Park.
So you're an action movie guy then. Like an action sort of sci-fi-ish superhero.
Action adventures.
Yeah. Yeah, those are, I like that kind of stuff.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, what kind of TV shows do you like? Is there any right now? I know what I would say already.
What?
I like Gotham a lot.
I was gonna guess that, yeah.
And I like Land of the Lost, which was a 1990s TV show. I just found out I used to watch when I was younger.
That's cool.
Which is about dinosaurs, humans.
Nice.
Yeah.
I don't watch TV very often. Okay. I'm just an extremely boring individual. I don't know what to tell you, Jackson.
Okay, I got some more questions.
Okay.
How long have you lived in Concord for?
I was born in Concord. I lived in Concord for 18 years, and then I came here.
Cool. When's your birthday?
My birthday is September 25th.
That's cool. That's my friend's birthday, I think, too.
50.
Forget. What kind of video games do you like? Or is that something you don't really do?
I used to be into video games, and then I just sort of stopped.
Okay. That's cool.
I was really into, driving video games.
Like Forza?
Yeah. Forza was an Xbox game.
Yeah.
I was a Sony guy.
Okay.
So I had, Gran Turismo 1, 2, 3, 4, 18, however many games they made.
Cool. I know what I would say.
I like Burnout, because it's like Gran Turismo, just more violent.
Really?
Yeah. It's just like Gran Turismo is the realistic one, and then there's Burnout where you hit, you rear end someone and the car explodes.
What? Really?
It's completely ridiculous.
I know what I would say.
It's entertaining for 12-year-old Michael. What were you gonna say?
I like the Battlefront series for X.
Oh, those
Star Wars Battlefront.
Yeah. Yeah, I
love number 2 especially.
I had Star Wars Battlefront 2 back in the day.
2 is really hard to find.
Yeah, it's a good game.
And I like the Halo. I'm an Xbox guy, so I would say Halo. Billy and Sony, what is your favorite system?
For
Sony.
Oh.
There's so many systems. Actually, there's not a lot.
It's just I mean, PlayStation.
Okay.
That's the only one they make, isn't it?
I like PSP.
Oh, okay.
PlayStation Portable.
Yeah.
But
do they still make those?
No.
No.
It's Vita now.
Oh.
What kind of books do you like to read?
What books do I like to read?
I know where I would say.
This is where my dorkiness comes out. Okay.
It happens.
I like reading about like theology and philosophy.
Interesting. Makes sense.
I like C.S. Lewis is my man. I love C.S. Lewis.
Never knew he was a Christian.
Yeah, I know. I found that out like something like 5 years ago. I was like, dude, so he's not just the guy that wrote the Chronicles of Narnia. And then like you go back and you read the Chronicles of Narnia, of course, and it's this whole new meaning. It's really cool.
That's cool.
And then, everyone talks about like Simply Christian, but he has so many other good books. He wrote the Screw Tape Letters, which is awesome. God in the Dock. It's just a collection of his essays.
Really?
It's really good. Yeah.
I'm a Harry Potter guy myself.
Nice. I like Harry Potter.
Do you like Disney or Universal better?
Do I like Disney or Universal?
Theme parks.
Oh, I've never been to either.
Okay. What would you want to go to if you could?
I don't know. I mean, I've heard more about Disney than I have about Universal.
Yeah. That's cool.
Kaylee tells me Disney Land, World. Which one is in Florida?
World. Land's in California.
Okay. See, I don't know.
Yeah.
Kaylee tells me Disneyland is the greatest thing since sliced bread.
Really?
So I'll have to go because it sounds pretty cool.
I used to like Disney. I find it for younger kids. So Universal, I find it's a lot more action-packed things.
Okay. They got a new they got a new Star Wars thing at Disney. Yeah.
Coming in 2017.
No, they've got stuff now.
Yeah, but the land's coming in a couple years.
Okay. That's pretty cool.
I just like Universal because I love Harry Potter, so they have Diagon Alley.
Yeah.
Things like
That's
that.
really cool.
That's cool. Couple more questions. I don't know how much time.
Sorry.
What are we at for time?
We are at 17 minutes and 42 seconds.
Okay, cool. Couple quick questions. Why did you choose a music major? Actually, that's going to be a long one.
I can give you a short answer for that. Have faith in me. All right.
Sorry.
It was between music and like engineering, and I just found, it was between what would be rewarding and what would make me money, and I went with what would be rewarding. That's it.
Okay. How long? This is the last question.
Okay.
And I'll say it. How long have you and Kaylee been together?
6 months. What's the date today?
It's March.
The 15th?
Yep.
6 months and 6 days.
Wow.
Yeah.
What made you guys... Was there any other people you were interested in? Or...
I don't think that's in my personal liberty to say that.
Okay.
I mean, not currently, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
So, I think that's
cool.
all there is to say about that.
Yeah. Thank you, everybody. This is Jackson Haskell. This is 239. I'm pretty sure. Video 240 is... Videos 240, 250 will be countdown. And video 250 is going to be a celebration video. Thank you, and thank you to Michael here.
Alright.
We're good.
Signing off. How do I get this to...